Welcome to another episode of Making It Keto, and today we're making crunch wraps. Now, I already know what y'all thinking. Yeah, we hitting it with that Taco Bell vibe this time, y'all. I was a big Taco Bell fan. I love Mexican food, and I was just sitting around one day figuring how we could do this, and also still have the refried bean portions. So yeah, y'all stick around. I'm gonna show y'all how we gonna make this with the refried beans, because everybody's probably wondering, well, the crunch wrap has refried beans in it. How you gonna do that? Those are high in carbs. Well, y'all stick around because I got an answer for y'all. Let's get into it. All right, y'all, so we're gonna start with the refried bean portion of this. So guys, what we're going to be using is lupin beans. All right, guys, if you don't know what lupin beans are, they are a low carb bean. Some people use it in the lupin flour form in a lot of keto baked goods, but what we're going to use it in is the beans form. So today I am using Brahma, I believe the company name is. I'm using their beans. They're like pickled beans. Now you can use regular lupin beans. I chose these beans because they got flavor to them. So yeah, but I'm thinking you can probably use any lupin beans, but these turn out to be awesome. So I would suggest you guys to use these beans because they're pickled and they have amazing flavors. All right, so we're going to boil our beans for roughly about 2 hours. We want to get these things soft. So let's put it on boil and let's let it go for about 2 hours. All right, while that's getting soft and cooking down, we're going to go ahead and start cooking our ground beef. So what I have here is a half an onion that I'm going to dice. And what we're going to be using is an 85-15 lean to fat ratio ground beef. We're going to be cooking that down. We're also going to be adding in about a half a can of crushed tomatoes to this beef mixture. So I'll be linking the exact amount of everything that I use in the description box below, guys, because I really call out the measurements while I'm doing the video. So everything will be in the description box below, precise measurements. All right, y'all, and that's it for the ground beef. Just let it finish cooking. Let's go ahead and set that to the side. All right, now we're going to move back over to our lupin beans. All right, now once it's been boiling for the 2 hours, we're going to transfer everything over to a food processor. Now, don't get too tied up in how soft it is and this and the third. As long as it's gotten softer than it was before when we put it in there, that's all we're looking for, guys. We're going to put this inside a blender. We're going to blend the heck out of it. So it really doesn't matter at the end of the day how soft it gets. We are using this method to get closer to that bean paste. So yeah, let's go ahead and move and get everything inside a blender, and we're going to blend it down, and we're going to create our refried beans for our crunch wrap. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add in some avocado oil. So the avocado oil content will be completely up to you. The more avocado oil you add in, the creamier your beans will be. The less you add in, the more chunky it will be. So that'll be kind of up to you. You guys can adjust that the way that you want your beans to be. A tip that I use, I'll let you guys know, I added in 2 tablespoons at a time until I got the consistency that I wanted for my beans. So guys, yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Let's go ahead and add that in. We're going to get it to the consistency that we want our beans to. So while mixing this, we want to scrape down the sides every so often, making sure we got all the beans well incorporated. This process should take you about maybe 3-ish to 4-ish minutes until you can get everything really blended down and incorporated, or until the texture that you desire. All right, here's what we was left with once we were finished blending. Here's our refried beans for our crunch wrap. So y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know this thing was amazing on its own. I can just imagine spreading it over a piece of low carb bread or toast or something like that, or just eating it straight. Y'all, it tastes amazing. So this is what we're going to be using inside of our crunch wrap. All right, guys, let's talk tortillas. So I'll be using the Mission Brand Carb Balance tortillas. Mission makes two sizes. They make a big burrito size, and then they make a smaller size for like smaller tacos and stuff like that. You don't need the small one. You really just need the big one, because you can always cut the big one into a smaller one. But you will need the smaller one, because we'll be toasting those, and that'll be our crunch layer inside the crunch wrap. So guys, let me show you how we're gonna put this together. All right, so let's start off by dicing some tomatoes. We're gonna use this inside the crunch wrap. We also wanna go ahead and get us some mild cheddar cheese shredded. So guys, you know I try my best not to use pre-shredded cheese, but that'll be completely up to you. All right, so let's move on to making this crunch wrap. All right, so we're gonna start off by putting some of our shredded cheese down, and then we're gonna also go ahead and put down the ground beef. So be careful with your ground beef, because you know we have to fold this up. So if you put too much in there, it's gonna make it hard to fold in on itself. So just be mindful of that. Also, I'm gonna show you guys how I cut down the smaller burrito to make the inside crunch wrap. So that piece right there, we're gonna put that in the toaster until it's crispy. I'll show you how I got it that small. I used one of the smaller wraps. I folded it just like this, guys, and I just took a pair of scissors and I cut it around the edges, and this will give you a smaller wrap. And this is the piece that you want to toast inside your toaster oven for your crunchy part. All right, so we're going to finish the build. Let's go ahead and put on our looping refried beans. We're going to go ahead and add on some sour cream. Guys, do not forget the sour cream. You'll mess it up if you do. Go ahead and add on our tomatoes. And now, guys, we're gonna go ahead and make the bottom side of the wrap. So we'll repeat the same thing we did for the crunch part, but we're gonna make this one a little wider, because we're gonna use this as the bottom to seal the crunch wrap. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put that down, and then we're gonna fold the edges on itself. So guys, just take your time doing this. There's no need to rush. Once we got that, we're going to line the bottom of a pan with some avocado oil, and we're going to drop it in face down. So we're going to let it stay here until it hardens up just like that, fried down pretty good. Then we're going to fry the opposite side. And guys, after that, this is what we were left with. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the recipe. Please subscribe to the channel if you're liking the content I've been putting out lately. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.